Carolina Port Authority, the port that connects us all, a backpack journalist film. Our backpackers traveled all over Charleston to create this film on the South Carolina Port Authority, and we found that the South Carolina port really does connect us all, in more ways than one. We were able to interview Jim Newsome, the CEO of the SC Port Authority.
Well, I think every port's a bit different in terms of the fact that it handles different types of cargo. So we handle a lot of BMWs as an example. That makes us unique because BMW is in South Carolina. And I think what we feel makes our port special is that it works very well. It's very productive. The port is responsible directly or indirectly for 1 in 11 jobs. And that equates to almost 200,000 jobs in the state. And one of the nice things about port jobs, and this may sound strange to some people, but everyone doesn't have to go get a 4-year college education to have a port job. If we're going to grow, we have to invest, we have to build new terminals, we have to buy new cranes, new lift machines, deepen our harbors. The port's the economic engine for the Low Country because global businesses want to locate near a port.
My name is Barbara Melvin, and I'm the Senior Vice President of Operations and Terminals for the South Carolina Ports Authority. 1 in 11 jobs in the state of South Carolina is dependent directly or indirectly on the port. So I guess you could say that, I work with lots of people around the state when you think about 1 in 11 jobs. There are so many folks that are on our team in operations and terminals. The favorite thing that gets me up and gets me going every day is the talented group of people that I'm honored to help lead. I wondered if taking this job might put our port at a competitive disadvantage because this is a male-dominated industry, and I found it to be the exact opposite. They cut me no slack, but they all have daughters, and they all want their daughters to succeed.
One of our backpack journalists got to climb up to the top of one of the 150-foot cranes that the port uses to move cargo on and off ships. While up in the crane, she was able to interview a crane operator about his job while he was moving cargo over 100 feet up in the air.
The skill is also combined with the training program that we have that everybody goes through, and when you go through it and you come out the other end, you are a bona fide certified crane operator. It was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life, and it was a very humbling experience because it was that challenging and that difficult because you keep second guessing yourself because it's so hard to reach a point where you're seeing results. And it's something you really can't explain until you go through it. It's very difficult on your back, and it's very fast-paced. I've got this crane cut down to half speed, just because otherwise you wouldn't be able to stand up back there. And it's very stressful, emotionally and mentally, not so much physically. It's very important because we're doing great service for the state of South Carolina and the commerce that we move.
I like to leave my footprints everywhere. I think that's what a good leader does. They walk around, they talk to people. So that's what I mean by leaving my footprints, or in my case, my heels everywhere.
My father was the #2 guy in the Port of Savannah, where I grew up. And when I was your ages, I used to go to work with him on Saturday, and I would take a bike and ride around the port. And I was probably a general pain in the neck to most of the people who were working on Saturday.